Hello, gorgeous. Let's check out how you look today. Looks like crap. I was online a couple of years ago at like around 1 o'clock. As a huge fan as a kid, and the new episodes of SpongeBob they show on TV is complete shit. So after going for bad quality videos on foreign websites, and other sites flooded with ads, I came upon an official website that had full episodes and ad free. Okay, the quality wasn't great, but better than most of the websites. On the bottom was a link that said SpongeBob Lost Episode. Being a complete doofus, I clicked on it. When I clicked on it, I thought it was probably a screamer or something, but I clicked on it anyway. I was bored and I have to click on the video and watch it. I totally forgot about looking for old episodes. The episode video had poor quality, and the episode itself was pretty much forgotten by the writers. Like every episode, it started with the theme song. The title card read Patrick's leg with the normal fun-filled bubble letters we all know and love. The first thing that didn't seem right was that after the title card, the transition instead of bubbles, it was just a blur into the beginning of the episode. It started as a harmless SpongeBob episode, SpongeBob Patrick watching the sunset, but then Patrick decides to go sandboarding. So they do. So far, a pretty normal episode. Patrick then tries to do some sort of trick on his sandboard but fails. As a result, Patrick falls and breaks his leg. SpongeBob goes after him to see if he's okay. During the scene, instead of the usual Hawaiian theme music, more suspenseful, serious music plays. Also, Patrick screams a more painful screams than the scream that he usually would. Even though that I could feel it, well, I guess that makes sense. He just broke his leg. Nothing that is too far out of the ordinary, right? Well, other than the opening, the music in that one scene it's going pretty much like an ordinary episode. The next scene takes place at the hospital, where the doctor tells Patrick that he needs to be in a wheelchair for a little while. As they walk out, SpongeBob's pushing Patrick in his wheelchair and they run into some girls. The girls start talking to Patrick because of his leg and ask if they can sign his cast as they walk away with Patrick, leaving SpongeBob by himself. So far, it's going to be like a normal episode. I don't remember what happened throughout the episode, so I'll skip some scenes. This is where it gets creepy. Later that night, SpongeBob knocks at Patrick's door. In this scene, this background looks more realistic than usual. However, I try to ignore it. When Patrick opens the door, SpongeBob tells Patrick that he forbids him to see those girls ever again. Patrick gets furious, not as he does normally. This is a fit of more realistic anger. SpongeBob tells SpongeBob that he hates him. The girls leave in fear. This is when I started to feel funny about the episode. And SpongeBob then screams in an unusually deep voice. Something like, "Oh yeah? Well, as long as you hate me, I can do this." And then starts beating Patrick's broken leg violently with a rock. After that, the screen goes static for a fraction of a second and cuts to a scene where SpongeBob and Patrick are apologizing for something during the daytime. Except the lighting, the animation, and the voices don't match up. The animation in this scene is very poor, as if it was a loop, and it goes on for a good 4 or 5 minutes. I was very creeped out, but I wanted to see how it ended. The screen goes black for a minute or two, then it cuts to a scene from another episode where Patrick has Jeffrey Jellyfish in a wagon and says, "Come on, Jeffrey!" And the screen goes black again, this time for about 30 seconds, and cuts to a CG animation of Patrick cutting SpongeBob's stomach open. A piece of broken coral, realistic blood gushing out of the poking at the screen with bloodshot, dilated eyes. His mouth doesn't move, but he can finally hear him say, "I knew this day would come," with an echoey voice. You can also hear SpongeBob laughing for some reason. The screen goes on for another 3 minutes, but nothing is heard but static, which gets louder and louder until it's unbearably loud. The normal credits come on, but with a very faint image of the last scene still showing. My God, That image will be burned in my mind forever. The United Plankton logo wasn't shown as usual. After the video was over, it froze, so I had to reload the page, but it wasn't available. I couldn't even find the website anymore. Even if when I looked at Patrick's leg, nothing came up. I understand if you don't believe me, but I know what I saw, even if it was 1 o'clock in the morning. What the hell was I even doing online at the time? Well, I had to get rid of that computer that I watched the episode on. Even after a complete reformatting, it never worked correctly. The episode file could never be deleted, and it kept opening on its own. I left the hard drive clean several times, and the episode wouldn't go away. The sound control didn't work as it was a laptop. But the power never seemed to run out, and I couldn't get it to turn it off. I was going to keep the computer just so I'd have a copy of the lost episode. But looking at it was making me nervous. I had recurring nightmares several nights in a row. The episode was playing, but instead of the photorealistic SpongeBob corpse, it was me at 10 years old. I found a picture of myself at 10, and the nightmare was closer to it than my own memory had been. I swear that picture of myself at 10, dead, started flashing on the computer screen so quickly that I could never be sure. After that, I destroyed my computer, trying to get to the bottom of this. I kept searching online. I found someone who said they had a Blu-ray DVD of it they would sell to me. I was nervous but determined to find out the truth about this and end the matter. I bought the tape as well as a really old and cheap Blu-ray player since I had a feeling that it would be the same after I watched the episode. The episode was pretty much the same as the file I downloaded. I don't want to say anymore. This wasn't worth it, and I give anything to go back to how I felt when I had the computer file scaring me. I destroyed the tape, but it didn't help. The commercials on the tape, I don't want to remember them. There were monsters in my dream I had never told anyone about. News promos about tragedies that hadn't happened yet. Surreal computer-generated animation that wouldn't have been possible in the 80s. Or now, for that matter, a former friend watched it with me, but he saw completely different things, with one exception. There was a seemingly news report from June 18, 2014. It said that people were found cut open in their sleep. I'm sure you could figure out what cut open could have been by. I wanted to know more about the episode. There has to be. I found the episode on my computer, then it disappeared from my laptop forever. The nightmare stopped. I didn't want to go into Patrick's leg anymore, just thinking about maybe sick. But still, I wonder, what actually happened? Then one day I saw my friend searching out Patrick's leg. I yelled at her and told her never to do that ever again. I've known her since forever. She was my best friend. I went to her house because it was her birthday. I walked in because I had a key. I looked everywhere for her. When I was getting ready to leave, I saw her TV playing Patrick's leg. It freaked me out. The police never really investigated. I brought it up so much to the police. I became regular. I don't know how to move on from this.